It's Friday, and now you need to get prepared, ready for the weekend. The opening round and final round are not far away, and we're going to get you up to speed and ready to go. We're going to be looking at everything. This is boosts, car setup, drivers, what tyres to use, how long for, where to push. We have got absolutely everything covered in this one video. You need to make sure you come back to this every single race to make sure you know what you're doing. Now, I want to start including some of your comments in these videos because so many of you have had good results. So leave me a comment down below if you have had a good result following these strategy guides. So you should already know the Brazilian Grand Prix event. We are recording this ahead of Friday, and we know that it's Oscar Piastri who is the 10% boost. We know that Aeroblade and Gyro receive a 10%, and our stat boost is, our sponsor task even, is reputation points, which are not worth getting, and our prize is the Samba boost as well. So we cross over then to try and have a look at what we have got coming up, and good luck if you are qualifying today, being the final day Friday. Now, the circuits we are going to bring up on the screen. Brazil is going to feature twice in opening and final round in the dry. We have got Abu Dhabi, Zandvoort, Baku in the dry. A trip to China, 100% wet conditions. We have got the Hungaroring and Montreal as well. So 6 tracks, as well as the 2 of Brazil that are duplicated, bringing us up to a total of 8. So 7 circuits, 1 duplication. And that is the equivalent of 6 overtaking tracks, 1 defence, 1 race start circuit, of which 5 of them are cornering, 2 power unit, and 1 speed as well. So a lot of changing setups in there. Consistent drivers is going to be what's mostly going to be seen throughout this guide as we cross straight into strategy area, shall we? Or let's actually quickly remind you, sponsor tasks, again, reputation points, not required. Don't go for it. You need to go for race points as normal. Maximum of 47 a race this weekend. And obviously you will have different ones for junior, challenger, contender, and champions. So we'll head over to the strategy guide, the very fast circuit of Brazil and Sao Paulo. Race number 1 and race number 8 this week. Overtaking drivers are going to be required around Brazil, as well as a cornering setup. So we'll come to their setup and drivers in a second. 9-lap circuit, so predominantly featuring a 2-stop in junior and challenger, moving to a 1-stop in contender and champions. We do have your recommended tyre management there as well. If you haven't got that in contender, you can go for the free with the softs as well. Now, the drivers who are good around this circuit, overtaking, junior on the left, challenger, contender, and champion in there. No surprise to see Hamilton featured, Behrman in there, and Hajar. But remember, you've got a 10% stat boost on Oscar Piastri this week, so Piastri might be a go-to, so make sure to check that one. Cranberry, Glitz, Ode, Herald, Copper both feature overtaking and cornering. Now, your track map in the middle, home straight is good for using DRS, as well as the second straight down at turn 3. However, you want to be conserving down them straights when you're not using power unit or DRS, because you want to get some of that power unit back. Now, for your cornering setup, here are your setup recommendations. Here is your junior setup for overtaking and cornering. You have got your challenger for some cornering. We have got your contender setup that I'd recommend, and we've also got your champion setup that I would recommend as well. So you're going to see that a couple of times as well over this strategy guide. So a very quick circuit, race 1 and race 8 Brazil. Then we move to a power unit circuit. We are going to Abu Dhabi in the dry. Now, these are same drivers are going to be applying overtaking, and a power unit setup this time is what's required. So you've got to change the setup, but keep your drivers the same as Brazil. 8 laps to come, features heavily a 2-stop, maybe a 1-stop in champion, 4 hard, very good. Mediums on a 1-stop is pretty much impossible, but some people might be able to get it with the right boosts as well. Now, drivers for Abu Dhabi, it is the same as Brazil. Junior, Challenger, Contender and Champion on there. Hamiltons, Piastris, Hajars and Bearmans all featuring quite a lot. Now, boosts, Unstoppable, Ghoul Fuel, Dragon, Roostat, Glitz, Skull, Impact and Taurus all feature both overtaking and power unit. And your track map, home straight is okay to conserve on, back straight you can conserve on too. DRS down the back straight, really worth doing on this circuit, and you can attack through the corners as well. Tricky track, can be a difficult race start. Now your setup for power unit, you will note I haven't used all of the power unit parts. For example, Challenger, I've gone with Vortex. You will see in Contender that I've also gone for Vortex instead of Curler. And then when we get to Champion, we have gone for Flex instead of Curler. That is because I think Power Unit is pretty pointless on this game, and I do believe that it is stronger having that little bit of extra cornering as well. So that is your Abu Dhabi, that'll be a great name, Abu Dhabi circuit. Now race number 3 is Zandvoort in dry conditions then. So now we've got a change of drivers, but setup will be the same as we used in Brazil. So 8 laps, you've got heavily a 1 stop. It's only a junior that really reach out to a 2 stop. We've got your recommended tyre management conditions in there as well. Now for drivers at defending circuits, you can see in here that you've got Hajar, for example, in junior. You've got Jack Doohan featuring heavily in Challenger. Bortoleto and Verstappen in Contender, and Verstappen, Sainz, even Alonso, Norris, really good for your circuit of defence. Again, watch out for Piastri. Boosts, Herald, I'm getting my names mixed up so bad today. Handlebar might not be out yet, so you might not have that one, but we've got Cranberry, Reindeer, Hook, Movember, Jin, Tsar, Prince and Downforce, all featuring defence and cornering. Now, your track map, home straight is the best place to use DRS. Conserve down there when you don't have DRS. It's blue for conserve, yellow for going on normal engine mode, and red for attacking. It's a very strong circuit. Can be difficult. You might want to look at a little bit of qualifying if it helps you. But this is the setup we've gone for. Same as Brazil. We've got our cornering setup for Junior, our setup for Challenger, and by all means build some more qualifying if you wish. We have got some cornering for Contender, and then finally your cornering setup for Champions as well. So some good qualifying in there, but by all means if you struggle you can add some more too. Now we find our next circuit here. We have got a trip to Baku in the dry. So a 7-lap race to come. It is overtaking drivers, same as Brazil, same as Abu Dhabi, but you want to be changing to a speed setup here. So 2-stop features a lot in Junior and Challenger, with the 1-stop coming in at Contender and Champion at Baku. Now drivers are going to be the same as you've seen already. I'm not going to touch too much on that one. They are the same drivers that you used at Brazil, and Abu Dhabi is where you want to be using them ones. Your boosters quite a lot. So the top row, Unstoppable, Eternal Flame, Hex, Fireworks, Skull. You've also got Eclipse, Impact, Street Shark, Taurus, Warrior, all feature overtaking and speed. Your circuit in the middle here, home straight is the best place to use DRS. You want to be attacking when you've got DRS, and obviously conserving on them straights when you don't. You can even use it DRS just here out of turn 2 down to turn 3 as well. So what about the setup here at Baku? This is your only speed circuit, and this is what we recommend. We've got your Junior setup, your Challenger setup in there. We also have your Contender setup for speed. Don't like using Sabre. That's the one thing you will note that we don't use a lot. And you've got your Champion setup as well. Sabre is not really strong enough, but have a look if you've got it a decent level over some of your other parts. Now, what else have we got? We're going to visit our first wet circuit of the weekend, and it is our China wet. We've obviously got this on opening round and final round. It is overtaking drivers. We've had plenty of them. Power unit, this is the same as Abu Dhabi. 7 laps then this time, 2-stop in Junior and Challenger, 1-stop in Contender and Champion. It is hard to get 60 tyre management on the 1-stop, but it can be done. So just be mindful, if you're around that 60, you could look at taking an extra tyre boost like Dragon to really help you out. But it's so much worth it doing a 1-stop over a 2-stop. Now your drivers, you should be familiar by now. Junior, Challenger, Contender and Champion, they all feature the overtaking drivers, so the same as some of the other circuits. Then boosts, Unstoppable, Ghoul Fuel, Dragon, Rooster, Glitz, Skull, Impact and Taurus, same as Abu Dhabi, all featuring overtake and power unit. Your back straight, best place to use DRS down that back straight. You can use it down the home straight. You got to be using it down that back straight though. Now, your setup requirements here, Junior, is the same. We've got your Challenger setup as well. We then move into your Contender setup. And finally, we also move into your Champion setup for Shanghai and China. So we now have our next track map, and we've only got a couple left now. We have got the Hungaroring for race number 6. So this is in dry conditions, and we have our first race start feature. So you've got to change your setup to race start drivers. You also need a cornering setup, so it's back to the setup you used at Brazil, but with different drivers. 9 laps to come round here, heavily featuring a 2-stop. You can also go to a 1-stop Contender and Champion, but most people tend to like to run a free soft. Now, race start drivers, this is the first time we're going to see these ones this weekend, and we have got then your drivers. Behrman features quite a lot in Junior and Challenger, and Alonso features quite a lot in Contender and Champion. Both very, very good drivers, with even Charles Leclerc coming up and making an appearance as well. Your boosts, you've got Herald, Hook, you've got Copper, Prince, Nazar, Timeless, Kawhi, Pumpkin and Ballast all feature race start and cornering. Your track map, home straight to use DRS. If you don't have it, conserve, or you can use it on the second small straight. It's a little bit tougher circuit for DRS, but can be worked well. Watch out for race start. This circuit can be a pain in the backstart pretty much. Pain in the backside for race starts. And then finally, because we've already done Brazil, we come on to our last circuit, which is Canada in the dry. So Canada in the dry, you have this in qualifying as well. And we have a overtaking drivers cornering setup. So same as Brazil, and it will be the same for the final race of Sao Paulo again. So 8 laps to come. You have got pretty much a 1-stop across the board. We do have a 2-stop in Junior, which you can do as well. Now, drivers are going to be similar. It is again featuring the overtaking. Hajar's, Behrman's, Hamilton's, Piastri with that 10% boost is going to be incredible. So make sure to check that one out. You have got Cranberry, Glitz, Ode, Herald and Copper. And in the middle of your screen, home straight, you've got a big back straight for DRS and the home straight as well, and attack in those corners. Your setup for this circuit is simple. Your cornering setup the same that you used at Brazil, Zandvoort, Hungaroring, all is going to be the same for this one as well. So make sure to have a look and use them. So this will be the same as Hungary too. So you should be able to keep the same setup, but change your drivers. And that is what you are going to be rocking here this weekend at the Brazil, the Sao Paulo GP. Now, hopefully that's a massive help for you. Remember, race point is not crucial. Don't do it if you're going to be dropping points. That is absolutely key. But good luck for your weekend racing. I am now going to be away on holiday. There's not going to be any videos this weekend unless I can get some sort of mobile phone recording and time. But if not, good luck, and we'll see you next week for some more videos as well.